Namaste children. Welcome to the chapter Acids, Bases and Salts in the lecture 3. Let me tell you the next topic of this chapter, that is the chemical properties of the bases. In the chemical properties of the bases, first thing that we are going to discuss is the reaction of bases with the metals. In the reaction of bases with the metals, what you will find here, that metal like the zinc is reacting with the bases, that is the sodium hydroxide. When sodium hydroxide is reacting with the this zinc, it is producing the salt which is known as sodium zincate, Na2ZnO2. In Na2ZnO2, along with that we will find here hydrogen gas is also evolved. So it is clear from here that when a metal is reacting with the base, it is forming the salt, as well as hydrogen gas is also given out. This hydrogen gas is given out here. Another same example, here sodium hydroxide is reacting with the aluminium metal, and when aluminium metal is reacting, here presence of water is also required. At that time it will produce sodium aluminate, NaAlO2, along with the hydrogen gas. So it is clear from here that whenever a base is reacting with the metal, it produces salt along with the hydrogen gas. Now let us move to the another topic, that is the reaction of bases with the oxide of non-metals. When oxide of non-metals are reacting with the bases, then what happens? It is written here that non-metal oxide are acidic in the nature. It is clear to all of you, like the carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide. These are the non-metallic oxides. When these non-metallic oxides are reacting with the bases, it may be any base, then it produces salt and water. Similar to the neutralization reaction. In the neutralization reaction, you might have seen that acid is reacting with the base and producing salt and water. So same thing happens here. When the non-metallic oxide is reacting with a base, it also produces salt and water, because non-metallic oxide is acidic in the nature. When it is acidic in the nature and reacting with the base, means acid-base reaction is taking place, neutralization reaction is taking place, and as a result of that, it will produce salt and water. I think it is clear to you. Now let us move to the another property, that is example. Let me see. Here what is given? Examples are given. Sodium hydroxide gives sodium carbonate, and water when reacts with the carbon dioxide gas, because here carbon dioxide is a non-metallic oxide and sodium hydroxide is a base. When both are reacting, it is acidic, it is basic, so acid base reaction will take place, and here salt is produced and water is produced. Salt is sodium carbonate and water. So here it is clear that when acid is reacting with the base or acidic oxide, that is the non-metallic oxide, carbon dioxide is reacting with the base, it produces salt and water. In the same manner, here calcium hydroxide, CaOH whole twice, calcium hydroxide, it is also known as lime water, when it is reacting with the carbon dioxide, which is a non-metallic oxide, it produces salt and water. Calcium carbonate is a salt and water. So here also acid base reaction is taking place. I think it is clear to all of you. Now let us go to the another reaction, that is called the neutralization reaction. Same kind of reactions where we are discussing just now. Now let us see the neutralization reaction. What is happening in the neutralization reaction? Hydrochloric acid. Here hydrochloric acid is reacting with the sodium hydroxide. Hydrochloric acid is acid and sodium hydroxide is a base. So acid base reaction, and what is produced here? Salt and water. Sodium chloride is a salt which is also known as the common salt, which is used by us in our day-to-day life. In the same manner, this hydrochloric acid also reacts with the calcium hydroxide. because HCl is a acid, calcium hydroxide is a base. So when acid and base are reacting with each other, they will nullify the effect of each other. As a result of that, there will be formation of a salt along with the water, means acid plus base gives salt and water. So it is a neutralization reaction. Why it is called neutralization reaction? In the neutralization reaction, acid neutralizes the base and base is neutralizing to the acid, as a result of which there is a formation of salt and water. So it is both of them are the example of the neutralization reaction. Now come to the another reaction, another property, that is reaction of acid with the metal oxides. Reaction of acids with the metal oxide. What happens there? It is clearly mentioned here that acid plus metal oxide. Acid plus metal oxide, it is giving here what? Salt and water. Because metal oxide here written, it means it is a base. It is a base. So when acid is reacting with the metal oxide, means which is basic in the nature, it is also a kind of acid base reaction. As a result of that, salt and water will be produced. I think it is clear. When reaction of acid with the metal oxide takes place, it produces salt and water. Always keep in the mind. Now move to the another thing, that is the example cited here. In the example, what is given to you? This hydrochloric acid is reacting with the calcium oxide. What is this calcium oxide? Calcium oxide is a oxide of the metal, and oxide of a metal is always basic in the nature. So when this basic in the nature, this oxide, calcium oxide, is reacting with the hydrochloric acid, producing the salt and water. So it is a example of the neutralization reaction. In the same way here, sulfuric acid, in place of the hydrochloric acid, we have taken the sulfuric acid. It is reacting with the metallic oxide, which is basic in the nature. So it will be also example of the acid base reaction, in which salt and water is produced. Remember always, in a acid base reaction, which is also known as neutralization reaction, salt and water is always produced. So there should not be any kind of doubt that what will be formed when acid reacts with the metal oxide or any base. It may be metal oxide or directly metal hydroxide. Hydroxide is also the base and oxide also basic in the nature. So as a result of that, there will be formation of salt and water. Calcium chloride is a salt here and zinc chloride is also salt here. So you are clear about this reaction, that when acid is reacting with the metallic oxide, then salt and water is produced. Here also salt and water is produced. I think clear to all of you. Now move to the another common thing which is found in the bases. What was found in the bases which is common, as you have seen in the case of acids? In the acids, hydrogen ion were common, but here in the bases, what is common? Let us see. What is common? If you take the example of the sodium hydroxide, in the sodium hydroxide, when you dissolve it in the water, then it is dissociated into the cation and the anion. Here anion is produced and cation is also produced. Cation means which is having the positive charge, anion means which is having the negative charge. So sodium hydroxide, when it is dissolved in the water, then it get dissociated into its cations, means positively charged ion, and anion means negatively charged ion. Negatively charged ions are produced by addition of electron, and here cations are produced by the removal of the electron. That is why in the sodium there is a positive charge and in the hydroxyl group there is a negative charge. This sodium ion is known as cation and hydroxyl ion is known as anion. So this sodium hydroxide, when dissolved in the water, it will be producing sodium ion, that is cation, and OH ion, that is called anion. In the same way, this potassium hydroxide, not the sodium hydroxide, it is potassium hydroxide when it is dissolved in the water, because it is written here clearly aqueous. Aqueous means it is the solution which is formed in the water. When aqueous solution of potassium hydroxide is taken, and you will find here that it is forming the cation, that is the potassium ion, and anion, which is the hydroxyl ion. Both of them are produced as a result of the dissociation of these bases in the presence of water. Means aqueous solution of these bases, when taken, they get dissociated into its cation and the anion. So what is found to be common in the bases? All the bases, when they get dissociated in the aqueous solution, they release the hydroxyl ion. OH negative charge particles are released. This is found to be common in the bases. In the same way as we have seen in the case of acids, acids when dissolved in the water, then they give out the certain amount of the hydrogen ion, or we can say hydronium ion, when mixed with the water. H plus ion plus H2O, it gives H3O with positive charge, which is known as hydronium ion, and here it is called hydroxyl ion. So this is found to be common in the all the bases. Thank you, children. We'll meet in the another class. For today's class, this much only, and let us revise at home and tell me the feedback what is there. And for getting the your notification in time, as sometime this network is creating the problem, please you can subscribe the channel so that you can get the notification of this all the new videos in time. Thank you very much.